The future of work. As we look forward to a day when the COVID-19 pandemic is behind us, this issue is in the minds of many. Hello, I'm Andrew Mudge, Interim Executive Director for the Workers' Health and Safety Center. In the near future, faced with the fourth wave fueled by the Delta variant, COVID-19 precautions will still understandably and necessarily preoccupy us. As we head back to inside spaces like schools, workplace requirements for every reasonable precaution loom larger. Fortunately, a growing consensus of the need for mandatory vaccines plus vaccine passports is emerging. The absolute prerequisites of proper ventilation, safer disinfectants, continued masking, effective screening, testing, tracing, and isolating strategies are also acknowledged, at least here in Ontario. Beyond this September and the months that follow, the answer to what work looks like, though, must take on broader considerations. Racialized workers, gig workers, temporary workers, immigrant and migrant workers, female workers, and those from the LGBTQ+ community all deserve fair and equitable access to a living wage and meaningful work that leaves their bodies and dignity intact. As forest fires rage and other extreme weather events beset us, a greening of our economy and the jobs we perform must also be part of the equation. And these efforts must encompass more than green energy solutions. Safer choices regarding product materials and manufacturing processes, for instance, will also help ensure the health of workers, communities, and ecosystems. Worker mental health and the elimination of workplace conditions that cause mental injuries must also be prioritized too. Finally, as a health and safety training organization, naturally, we advocate measures that would foster better uptake of quality, life-saving training. Chief among them, mandatory training standards that embrace the best of adult education principles. Now, some may think this list is impossibly ambitious, but then many said the same of the social safety net we built in Canada decades ago. Or worker rights we continue to expand upon in occupational health and safety law. It isn't that long ago, for instance, that we were told workplace violence was a matter for the police alone. And yet today, violence is seen for the occupational hazard it is, complete with employer duties to recognize, assess, control, and train for its prevention. This Labor Day, we will celebrate our achievements made possible by workers, their families, unions, and allies. Most events will differ once again from those held prior to the pandemic. Still, I encourage you to participate and recommit to the work of a safe September and building back better. For our part at the Workers' Health and Safety Center, we will promote the value of quality training, adult education practices, and mandatory training standards in their support. We will continue to develop and deliver the training and information services and resources upon which you've currently come to rely. And we will join you with each and every day to get these resources into your workplaces, communities, training centers, and union halls. As I contemplate the future, I am reminded of the oft-cited inspirational quote from Tommy Douglas. Courage, my friends, is not too late to build a better world. But I understand Douglas also said, I have no patience with people who want to sit back and talk about a blueprint for society and do nothing about it. These armchair philosophers irritate me as well. The future of work will require work, plain and simple. So this Labor Day, let's take stock of our collective accomplishments and the workplace ills in need of addressing. But then let's get on with the job of doing something about them. And be assured, Workers' Health and Safety Center leadership and staff will do our share, providing the health and safety training and information services you need to help safeguard worker lives and worker well-being. Thanks for listening and watching. Together, let's work for a safe September and beyond.